Hey guys, welcome back to another Ninjago video, and today I figured I'd talk about Ninjago Season 9, because it seems to be getting a lot more attention over the past, couple years than it did before. And before I share my opinions on it, I just like to clarify, this is my personal opinion, it's not yours, please don't get offended. You can share your opinion in the comments, but please don't be hostile about it, please don't be offended. Now, without further ado, I will share my opinion on the season. Now, first of all, I'd like to talk about how the episodes are split up into two different realms, and I really like that. I don't know if anyone was ever bothered by that. I've never heard anyone complain about it, but I really liked it because that allows it to be a Wu and a Garmadon story. In my opinion, it's a Wu and Garmadon. Maybe more Wu, I can't really tell. I can't really decide which one I think, because in the first realm you got Wu. I'll talk about him first, because you see Wu, he ages, and not only that, he's got his own arc here, which Garmadon doesn't really have, in my opinion. But where Wu kind of goes, I guess, from the bottom up, where he doesn't have any memories. He's a kid. He's a little bit annoying. Kind of reminds me of Kid Anakin. I didn't love that, but he was fine. He wasn't that bad. And then he ages. Once that moment where he becomes a young adult and gets his hat and staff, mwah. That's one of Ninjago's best scenes, in my opinion. That's probably overrated, but that's just how I feel about it. I love it. And yeah, when he gets the dragon armor, it gets even better. Control his firstborn. That was also pretty awesome. And when you see the Iron Baron get, what he deserves, it's also awesome. And as for Garmadon in Ninjago, he kind of goes from the top, contrary to Wu going from the bottom up. Garmadon kind of goes from, I don't know, I guess the top to the bottom, because he was really involved in Ninjago. But then Lloyd ends up defeating him, taking away Garmadon's powers, and Lloyd gets his own powers back, which is really awesome to see. I think Green Destiny is probably one of the best finales in the entire show. I don't know if it's the best. Right off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you what the best finale is, but that one might be like the third or second best, probably, I would say. It's really good, in my opinion. So yeah, like I said, for Garmadon, not quite as good as Wu, I don't think, with his whole story, but still really good. And seeing Wu and the original four ninja, on their quest for an ancient golden relic thing from the first Spinjitzu Master, again, just like the pilots, was pretty cool. And Lloyd and Nia, Ninjago, again, I think that was a little bit weaker than the first realm. I didn't like it as much. But we get to see about other stuff about Mistake, which was pretty sick. I think she's one of the best characters in the season, in my opinion. Seeing that she's an Oni, first one we got to see as an actual full-blood Oni, that was pretty cool. Sadly, we didn't get to see much of it though in season 9, so whatever. But yeah, as for villains, I think this is where in Ninjago it gets stronger, because in Ninjago you got Garmadon, who is, I think, in my opinion, this is his best form of Garmadon. Season 10, I've heard people say is the best. I personally would disagree. I like him in Season 9 the most, then Season 10, then Season 8. And in Seasons 1 and 2, he's he's pretty goofy. I don't know if you remember how goofy he was. If you don't, go back and watch them. He's really bad he's really bad in those seasons. So yeah, I mean that's my opinion at least. He's got some weird lines. And for Iron Baron, I've grown to appreciate him more and more every time I watch the episodes. His motivation does kind of make sense. His dialogue isn't that bad, but he might honestly be weaker than the mechanic. If they were to get in a fist fight, I honestly think the mechanic could beat him, and that's saying a lot, because I don't really care for the mechanic at all. I kind of hate him, in a way. So, yeah, that's saying a lot coming from me. And, yeah, so there's that. Honestly, they're basically the same person if you could take a close look at Iron Baron and the mechanic, so yeah, like I said, that's that. I don't really care for the Iron Baron that much, but like I said, every time I watch the show, I like him more and more. So the more and more I watch season 9, the more I might like Iron Baron. And yeah, so I've talked about the ninja, the two different parts, the villains, but as for the entire season, I really don't think it can be the best. It's definitely, whenever I watched it, I can get into it. I would, be the most interested. It might be the most fun, season to watch. I can get invested pretty easily in this season because of just everything that happens in it. We see the ninja split up. We see Lloyd and Nia slowly discover that the ninja are actually alive, and they start to get hope, and then we see them start to overthrow Garmadon, but they do end up struggling to do that, and just get thrown back, which does kind of, diminish everything they literally just fought for, which is a little bit disappointing, I would say. Um, so yeah, I mean, whatever, it's fine. And I don't think I have much more to say about this. I would say, if you want me to mention the sets, I'll say I don't think that there was one set for season 9 that I thought was that good. Other than maybe the Diesel Knot, but even that one wasn't that great. So yeah, for sets, no, I don't really care for the sets of this season that much. The Destiny's Wing, I guess, was okay, but Diesel Knot, I really want that set, and that's about it. Oni Titan was probably the worst set that season. Well, that's about all I have to say about the season. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please consider subscribing and liking the video. If you have anything you want to say about the season in your opinion, please comment below. Go to the comment section below and tell me. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.